Is it safe to come out? I've heard that there's a monster on the loose. A monster who looks a little bit like this. Ooh, very frightening. This monster gobbles up letters. That's right. And its name is the apostrophe. There you can see it with its head and its tail. Looks a bit like a tadpole, but don't let that fool you. It's very dangerous if you're certain letters. Now, it also looks a little bit like a comma, isn't it? In fact, it disguises itself like a comma. But you can tell the difference between an apostrophe and a comma because an apostrophe flies in the sky and a comma sits on the line. Now, some letters need to watch out when the apostrophe is about, because not only can he shorten words, he can make some letters completely disappear. And if you follow this link here, which you can see on the screen, or you search for contractions and search for bite-sized contractions, you'll be able to watch a little video with the apostrophe in action. I can show you what it looks like. It looks a little bit like this one. Here he is. You can watch this video with the cheeky apostrophe here, and you can see what he's doing to some words. It's very interesting. I'll ask you to go and watch that video now, and when you've done that, come back right here and we'll carry on with what we're going to do. Did you watch the video? I hope so. Now that apostrophe can do what we call contractions. He can contract words. That means make them shorter. So have a look at these two words. We've got the word I and the word am. This says I am. Now that apostrophe is just looking for some letters to gobble up there so that he can make these two words into one and make the whole thing shorter. Can you work out what the short form, the contraction of I am is? I am going to the shops. It's I'm. Look, what letter has the apostrophe gobbled up? That's right, it's gobbled up the A. It's disappeared. And instead of the A, we now have the apostrophe sitting in its place, flying in its place, I should say, above the line, pointing at where the missing A has gone. This apostrophe is not very good. I don't like it. It hasn't got the little round head and the curly tail. I much prefer an apostrophe with a round head and a curly tail. Do you want to have a look at another word? See if you can get this one. We've got the words have not, have not. I have not been to the shops today. I have not been to the shops today. Tell your grown-up what you think the contraction of have not might be. Have you told them? See if you're right. It's haven't. Haven't. I haven't been to the shops today. What's happened with that word then? Tell your grown-up what's happened there. How has it changed? What's the apostrophe done? You're right, you've worked it out. Have and not have been smashed together, but the apostrophe has gobbled up one of the letters. Which one has it gobbled? Yes, that's right, it's gobbled up oh, and look, it's flying in the place above the line, marking where the missing oh has gone. Have not becomes haven't when the apostrophe is about. Let's see our next contraction. We've got the word cannot. I cannot go to the shops today. I cannot go to the shops today. How could we make that shorter? How could we contract it? What would the apostrophe do to contract cannot? Tell your grown up or have a think and shout it out when you've worked it out. Have you worked it out? Let's have a look. Yes, it becomes the word can't. In fact, it's not only changed the words and made them shorter, the word rather, it's actually changed the sound in that word, hasn't it? Cannot has become can't. Can't. We've got an R sound there instead of an A sound. Very interesting. Can you see what letter or letters has disappeared this time? That's right. Both an n and an o has gone missing. There's now only one n and no o at all. There's the apostrophe flying from where they've disappeared from, and cannot has become can't. That's what the apostrophe can do when it's making contractions. Here's another one for you to have a go at home. Tell your grown-up what these two words are. That's right, it's she will. She will go to the shops today. I reckon apostrophe could contract that. Could contract she will. What will it contract it to? Have a think. Tell your grown-up if you think you know. And let's have a look. She'll. She'll. Ooh. What's gone missing this time? That's it. The w and the I have both gone. They disappeared. The apostrophe's flying in the place where they were. And now she will has become she'll. She will go to the shops today. She'll go to the shops today. Wow. The apostrophe can do a lot of damage to letters, can't it? But it does make our job easier when we're writing. It can make our writing a bit quicker because it makes it the words shorter. So here's a challenge for you now. I have got a bit of a table going on here that I'd like you to copy. And on this side, can you see the cursor? On this side, we've got the long form of the two words. And on this side are the contractions where they've been shortened and the apostrophe's done its work and got rid of some letters, gobbled them up, and is flying in place of where they were. And I've done the first one for you. I have can be contracted into I've. So the contraction of I have is I've. I have something nice for lunch today. I've got something nice for lunch today. The long form here is she is. What is the contraction for she is? Oh, and some of them, the contraction's been done, but what is the original long form before the word was contracted? I'm going to ask you to have a think and see if you can fill in all the blanks on this table. That's the end of it there after this last one. Can you fill in all the blanks on the table? Can you correctly identify the long form and the contraction? And when you finish that, you might even be able to add some more to your list. Throughout the whole day, as you're speaking, you might notice that you're speaking with contractions. Maybe your grown-up can challenge you. Ooh, you've just said a contraction there. Shall we add it to our list? You could make a massive long list of contractions in the long form throughout the day, couldn't you? And as an extra challenge, when you've done your list, what I would like you to do is maybe pick some of the contractions you've written and see if you can turn them into some sentences. So how could you use they've in a sentence, for example, or how could you use what's in a sentence, for example? And don't forget, if you're writing with sentences, you need capital letters and you need punctuation, ha, or maybe even a she, ha, or maybe even a she, ha, at the end, don't you? To make sure that you finished your sentences correctly. I'll put that back up for you to see. And then when that's up there, you can pause the screen and you can copy out the table and then you can add more as you go throughout the day. And hopefully you'll be able to work out how to use that monster apostrophe to do your contractions. So I'm going to put that up now. And then I'm going to say goodbye and hope you enjoy this task today. And I will see you again tomorrow. Good luck and have fun. Bye. Bye.